Hey guys, it's Miss Coconut Conjurer, and it's Friday, Lover's Day. So I have a love spell recipe for you. Yes. But it's not a love spell for someone else, it is a love spell for yourself. A lot of times, what I notice is that people grow up and don't have the best self esteem issues, and they don't have great body images, or they don't like a certain feature that they have, and they internalize that and they hold the memory of growing up and not feeling like they were enough. And so, as adults, we make bad choices in relationships because we don't feel good about ourselves. So, I want to introduce you to the concept of on Fridays, instead of doing love spells to coerce another person, think about Friday being a love day for you. It's Venus Day, right? So, she rules feeling beautiful and pretty and just feeling luxurious. And it's okay to date yourself. It's okay to have a beauty ritual where you're taking baths and you're putting on special lotion. And so I created this beauty spell lotion bar as a great prelude to showing you a beauty spell that you would do to make sure that you're feeling your most beautiful, prosperous self. So here is a tip. As a new practitioner, you probably want to go out and just buy everything, but that's very costly. I don't advise that. So there are ways around it. You just have to be creative and think outside the box. So for my beauty bar recipe, it's very simple. I'm using coconut oil, shea butter, and my own oil that I love, which is a blend from the Goddiss, and I will link her below. You can use essential oils. So you can use like rose or jasmine, whatever feels loving to you. I'm using red and pink roses in my blend because red is vibrant and sexy and pink is gentleness. And I think those are two great aspects to pull into a beauty routine. So after this video, I'm going to follow up with the love spell part in another video, okay? But this is just to do the bars ahead of time. Because I don't have arrowroot and I don't have beeswax, the shelf life is not as long. So you're just going to make enough. Keep them refrigerated. So make enough for like your routine. Keep them refrigerated, but don't make a lot of them. Now, if you're able to go buy the other materials, like if you Google lotion bars, you will see everyone has already done the work for you. So you will see exactly what you need. But for today's recipe, you only need what I've mentioned and what I'm showing you. So, of course, I had to think outside the box when I had to assemble all of this because I didn't have a double boiler. So I used a big pot, filled it halfway with water, set a little pot inside, and in that is where I melted the oils. And the reason why you want the double boiler is because you don't want to burn the oil or the butters. So you sit it in a pot that's within a pot, and now you have your double boiler, okay? And it's going to boil up in about 15 minutes or so. And you want to then add your butters or oils. So for my recipe, I had 2 tablespoons of shea butter and 5 tablespoons of coconut oil. I allowed it to melt. It takes a few minutes only. Once it cooled slightly, I then added that to an ice tray. Yes, I didn't have a silicone mold, and I was trying to figure out how to do it. Like, should I create a mold? What will I need? And then I'm like, no, think outside the box. You can actually use like a muffin tin. You could just use a pan and cut them up. But I wanted like the cute little bars. So I was like, oh my God, we have this ice tray that's going to be thrown away. So it's scratched up, but it's perfect for this purpose. And the oils were slightly cool. I first laid down the roses. And you can use as many or as little, or you don't have to use any. The roses act like an exfoliant. So if you don't want that scratchy kind of feel, skip that part. But I like it, and of course they look pretty. And so you add the oils to the roses that's in the ice tray or whatever your mold is. And to this, I'm going to now add my personal Urban Goddess oils. You can add essential oils. So you can use about 15 drops of rose oil or whatever essential oil you want to use. And you're going to stir in a clockwise motion because that is the way you bring good things to yourself. I show you them using a peppermint stick because if you don't have a wand, you can use a branch. You can use your finger, and of course I could have used a spoon. I wouldn't necessarily use a knife because it's a beauty bar spell, and you want to use things that are not harmful symbolically. And after that, I let this sit in the refrigerator for about 20 minutes, and it did harden up. And now I have the perfect beauty bar for my beauty spell ritual. You, of course, would do this on a Friday, which is Love Day. Make sure you add your intent and speak your words of power. You pray over your work. You enchant it for the purpose intended. And these smell amazing. They look beautiful. And I know you will enjoy this craft. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. And as always, Om Shri Brezi.